Good morning, students. Now it is first year science mathematics we are going to do, and yes, today we will also continue this miscellaneous exercise of this limit and derivatives. So let's continue this one. So students, as we have done up to question number, that is so many of things we have done. So I think within few days we can complete to tell that thing. So as my thing that we have done up to the question number 16. So let's do question number 17 of limit derivative. So limit and derivatives. So limit and derivatives we are going to do question number 17. They have said to differentiate ddx of sin x plus cos x divided by sin x minus cos x. So students, these things we have to differentiate. It is question number 17, and you see that we can do this one in the form of that is, it is of the form u by v. So u by v, that we know it was what? The differentiation of u by v with respect to x is in numerator b du dx minus u dv dx divided by v square. So here also if we consider this one as u and that one is v, so we can write this one as denominators one, that is sin x minus cos x whole thing square. Then sin x minus cos x differentiation of sin x plus cos x. That already we say d du dx minus u dv dx. Is equal to sin x minus cos x whole thing square. Sin x minus cos x. If we differentiate sin x plus cos x, our ddx will go first sin x, then cos x also. So we write d dx of sin x plus d dx of cos x minus sin x plus cos x, then d dx of sin x minus d dx of cos x is equal to sin x minus cos x whole thing square sin x minus cos x. Differentiation of sin x. We have all the formulas, and yes, differentiation of sin x is cos x, and differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. Sin x plus cos x. Now, differentiation of sin x is cos x, and differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. So minus minus plus sin x. So we get what? You see that sin x minus cos x minus sin x. So we can take minus sin x minus cos x whole thing square, and here sin x plus cos x whole thing square. Little simplification I am going to do. So we are getting, if we take this minus sign common, then it will be like that, s square plus b square. So here if we break sin square, cos square, sin square, cos square, they will give this one. This will give, they will give this the values of that sin square x plus sin x minus cos x whole thing square can be written as that a minus b whole thing square and a plus b whole thing. So for that, if we break, we will get so many equal to sin square x plus cos square x minus 2 sin x cos x. Then here sin square x plus cos square x plus 2 sin x cos x. So you can cancel this one and whole thing divided by sin x minus cos x whole thing square. Now this term sin square x plus cos square x is 1. This is 1. So we will get 2 minus 2 divided by sin x minus cos x whole thing square. So this is our values of this question number 17. So that this way we have to do. Similarly, we can do question number 18. So 18 is your homework. So that I expect that question number 18 of these miscellaneous you will do as homework. Now I will do question number 19. So they have asked to do this one, sin power n x. So if we want to differentiate that one, that sin to the power n x, student, you think what we can do for this one. So here we have to take the s we can do this by two methods. At present, chain rule is not with us, but I want to use chain rule. That is one that what you will get in class 12 only. Another method is by method of induction. The method of induction I don't want to use. Here I will use that chain rule. Chain rule is what? That suppose here it is x to the power n. If we want to differentiate, then it will be n x to the power n minus 1. So what is the similarity? This is x, then answer will be in the terms of x. So students, you see that sin x whole thing to the power n with respect to d sin x with respect to x. So here I will just change this one in that form, and as it is x to the power n x, sin x, then it is sin x, then it result. Because if these two cancel, then we get our original one. That line we have to understand. Actually, it is function of a function. That thing is used here. So you think like that as sin x is like it as x, and so x there should be x. So here is sin x. We need here sin x. To cancel this, we have to write it here. আমি বাংলায় বলছি, actually the formula এটা। এখানের মধ্যে কি জিনিস যে এখানে x থাকলে এখানে x থাকতে হবে। এখানে sin x তার পাওয়ার n। তার মানে এখানে sin x দিতে হবে। এখানে যা আছে তাই হয়, sin x থাকলে sin x হবে। এই sin x থাকার জন্য এখানে আবার sin x দিলাম। কারণ আমার তো এখানে x আনতে হবে। তো if they cancel, then we can get our required value. So now we will use this formula. That formula says what is there, you put it there. So sin x to the power n minus 1 into cos x. So we have done up to this one. Now, as we have done this thing, n sin x to the power n minus 1 into cos x. So please you continue this one with that way, and this way we have to do. So sin x to the power n by sin x is this one. So that is the way we have to get this answer. So now we will do next term. Yes, we have to do next term. Then now we are going to do next one, and next sum it is we will use this is the formula of that one, that how to do it is a procedure that what I have said that way you have to do. Now question number 18 already I have given as what this homework. Now question number 20. If we want to differentiate this one with respect to x, then a plus b sin x divided by c plus b cos x. So this case, if we consider the previous one, that is just before we have done question number 17, there it was that u by v form. Here also we will use that one u by v form. So we are going to do this one. So here c plus b cos x whole thing square. You remember at that time also we have said if it is u by b, then we will do b square at the denominator. Then we say b, then differentiation of u minus u plus differentiation of b. So this one is this one. So what is the u by b forms differentiation? Differentiation of b du dx minus u dv dx divided by b square. That is the rule of doing the du dv. Differentiation of u by v. So c plus b cos x whole square a, then it will be what? 0. And if we differentiate sin x, then it will be cos x. Now, if we differentiate c, then again it is 0, and we will get minus d sin x. So this is our rules of doing this one. How to do this one we have done. And now if we multiply, then we will get only here b cos x, bc cos x is there, then bd cos square x minus 1 plus ad sin x plus bd sin square x, c plus d cos x whole thing square. Now from these two we can write bc cos x plus ad sin x. Then BD, if we take common, cos square x plus sin square x, this will give only BD. And we left with this one, c plus d cos x whole thing square. So student, this is our question number 20. So question number 20 we have finished. Now we will do question number 21. Here, sin x plus a divided by cos x. So if we differentiate that one, then this is again u by b form, and yes, we can do this will be u by b form. So b square, keep b here, differentiate u minus, keep u, differentiate v. Then we will use little bit that one, sin a plus b formula. Sin a plus b is what? Sin a cos b cos x sin b. And differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. If you put, it will give plus sin x. So sin x plus a into sin x. Cos square x. If we differentiate, this was the constant. Cos x will come out, and this is sin x. Then sin a will come out, plus sin x plus a sin x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. So cos x, cos a, cos x. Differentiation of cos x is sin x. So we will get this one as minus sin x we have put, and minus we have taken here. Then we left with sin x plus a into sin x. The whole thing divided by cos square x. So what we get? Cos x. This is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b is what? Cos a plus b. So if we consider this one a, this one b, cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So your answer should be a plus x or x plus a. I prefer this one. Plus sin x plus a. Whole thing divided by cos square x. Now again you see that cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So what can we write here? That cos a minus b, our a is x plus a minus b. Whole thing divided by cos square x. So x cancel, and we get only cos a by cos square x. So this is our answer, and we have completed our question number 21. Now students, we have completed question number 21. Now we are going to do question number 22. This is differentiation of x to the power 4 inside bracket 5 sin x minus 3 cos x. So here you see that this is what u into b form actually. Why u into b form? You can consider this one as u, this one as b. So if you consider u into b, then formula is b du dx plus in divide it is minus, but in product it is plus. So here b will keep, that is 5 sin x minus 3 cos x into d u I see. So our into these plus, then we will keep this one here and we will differentiate 5 sin x minus 3 cos x. So we have done like that u into b formula, b du dx, then u dv dx, that I have written. Now differentiation of this one is x to the power n formula, n x to the power n minus 1. So it will be 4 x to the power 4 minus 1, that is 3 x to the power 4. Now ddx will enter into the each term and it will be 5 ddx of sin x minus 3 ddx of cos x. So we can write like that. And if we break this, if we keep like that, better to take 4 outside 4 x cube, then inside bracket 5 sin x 3 cos x plus x to the power 4. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. So this is our answer. So students, you again notice this one nicely. It was what we have done. That is that just u into b form that we have done, and as usual normal procedure we have done. Now we will do question number 23. 23. We have to differentiate x square plus 1 cos x u into b form. So u into b form, it is what? Then take this one u, this one b. So formula is cos x d dx of x square plus 1. This is first thing. Then x square plus 1 d dx of cos x. Now cos x, here if we want to differentiate that one, it will be what? D dx of x square and 1 with respect to x. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. So we can write minus x square plus 1 sin x. So we get what? Cos x. This one, if we differentiate, it will be 2x. Our x to the power n formula, n x to the power n minus 1, 2x to the power 2 minus 1, that is twice x, plus 0, constant differentiation, x square plus 1 sin x. So we get twice x cos x, x square plus 1 sin x. So this is answer of question number 23. So I expect you can understand this one. Problem should not be, as I am saying over the sum, and I expect you also try to do, and definitely it is not a too tough. So now question number 24. We have to differentiate ax square sin x into p plus q cos x u into b form if we want to do, and of course if we want to do that, it will be as like earlier. U into b formula differentiation is what? B du dx plus u dv dx. So here you will consider this one as u, this one is b. So as usual we will put like that, d dx of ax square sin x. Then keep ax square sin x outside. You differentiate with respect to x, p plus q cos x. So if you consider this is b, then b du dx. Then I have kept this one, we have differentiated that one. Now p plus u cos x. Here a is constant, you keep it outside. Now what we get? This is this into that term, product of two terms. Of course it is given to b form, and in b form, then again you will apply the same procedure. Sin x you keep, differentiate x square with respect to x. Then x square you keep, differentiate sin x. So this way we can write, second time I have applied u. Now ax square sin x, we have to differentiate p as well as q is constant, we can take outside d cos x with respect to x. So here I have applied u to b form, here u plus b form I have written. Then a better you take outside, p plus q cos x. Then this x square differentiation, it is what? Twice x. Sin x is there, x square, that is x to the power n formula, and x to the power n minus 1, that I have written twice x sin x. Then differentiation of sin x is what? Cos x. So that I have written. Now here ax square sin x, differentiation of p is a constant, so of course it is 0, and cos x is what? Minus q sin x. So that will be that is our. So little simplification you can do by multiplying, or you can keep like this also. So it is a p plus q cos x. X you can take and it becomes a x. Here it is 2 sin x, x cos x. This is minus a q x square sin square x. So with that we end our question number 24. 24 is of similar type of like that we have done in the other cases also. U into b form we have written. Then we will do question number 25. 25, it is d dx of x plus cos x and x minus tan x. So here also given to the form we have to do. So I am directly using this one, x tan x, and differentiation of x plus cos x. Then keep x plus cos x this one and differentiate x minus tan x. So this is our u to be. Keep b outside, differentiate u, plus u keep differentiate b. X minus tan x. Differentiation of x is 1. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. X plus cos x. Then differentiation of x is 1 and tan x is sec square x. So this is our answer of question number 25. Then 26. Quickly I want to do question number 26 also. ddx of 4x plus 5 sin x divided by thrice x plus 7 cos x. So I expect, yes, you can catch the procedure. It is u by v form. No need details, elaborate discussion is required. So this v square, keep v, then differentiate u, then keep u 4x plus 5 sin x, and differentiate the ddx of thrice x plus 7 cos x. So what we get now, this is thrice x plus 7 cos x in square differentiation of 4x is 4 and differentiation of 5 sin x is 5 cos x. So I again want to repeat, 4x if we differentiate it will be what? 4 into dx dx. So it is to 1, so 4 will come. If we differentiate sin x, it will be what? Cos x. Now 4x plus 5 sin x. If we differentiate thrice x, just like previous one, it will be 3, and cos x is minus sin x, so minus 7 sin x. Simplification, which is next step, you can use your that simple multiplication, division, what you are doing regularly, that you can do. So we can use that technique of this simple of simplification. So students, we have done this much of miscellaneous, little some left, so that much for today.